Speaking of legendary instrumentals,
Tell them no.
legendary reggae music,
Oh, yes, one of the most sampled beats, rhythms of musical history right here.
that's right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on Island Heat tonight, we have the pleasure of speaking with one of the legends of reggae music, a legendary drummer, and probably best known as half of the prolific Jamaican rhythm section and reggae production duo, Sly and Robbie. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have the man himself,
None other than.
Sly Dunbar, joining us. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome,
man. Hello,
welcome.
hello. Yeah, man. Respect.
Greetings.
Yeah, man. How you
Greetings.
doing?
All is well, all is well. Super Peck and Lady Lalabella here.
Thanks
Yeah.
for checking in. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, man.
So let me jump right in because I know you're very busy. I know you're in the studio and still at work on lots of musical projects. And now with over 5 decades in music, you've played an essential role in developing the very sound of reggae music today. You've worked on so many classic tracks from The Right Time to we just
Seven
played a little bit
Clash,
seven
Clash.
yeah, 2 Sevens Clash, Stepping Razor. You've worked with so many international artists, reggae music. Tell me, at this point, when you look back at the career, oh, Mr. Dunbar, we can hardly see you. If you can adjust the camera just a little bit so folks can see a little better. There you go. There you go.
Is that okay?
That's much better. That's much better.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. So with so much that you have put into reggae music industry, looking back at the 50 years and working on so many just landmark reggae music songs, just staples, do you ever feel that, boy, I tell you, what would the business be without me?
Yeah, it would be good same way, man. Definitely.
I don't know, it's like, wait, I was doing my research. I was like, wait, hold on. Probably for the better part of what we know of global reggae music.
Musical recordings from analog transitioning to digital. You have created the staples of all of those musicals. From the rock to the roots to the reggae. You were present in the recording studio and even on tour. Tell us a little bit about what makes your sound so original and so sampleable.
Okay, what make my sound so original and sample? Yeah, I'm really, Robbie and myself always playing for the people. So the people make us play all the songs that they've heard. You're the one who make us play because we look at your personality and the way you move and you try and make the music to match you. So that's what we do. We try and please you with the music. We don't please ourselves.
Right.
So most of the wind that we make, it always goes out to people. We see people doing things and we say, they're talking this and saying that. Let's make the music that could match what they're doing.
The soundtrack to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's find out. So in the very beginnings, let's tell the people, where in Jamaica were you born?
Yeah, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, 2G Windward Road, the east side of Jamaica. Yeah.
Okay. And what was life like at that time as a youth growing up for you?
Well, it was just like, it was a kind of ghetto life in a way, but it was fun. I mean, it was a rich ghetto life in a sense. And I mean, we enjoy what we're doing and everything, but the music was always around.
Okay.
So the music kind of kept us out of certain trouble and things like that because all you focus on you when you're going to school was just the music.
Gotcha.
So what made you want to pick up the drum? What was your
Well,
inspiration?
first I'd like guitar and I like piano, but why I choose the drum because of a famous drummer by the name of Lloyd Nibbs, who plays for the Scatterlights, who used to play for the Scatterlights. I think
Yes.
he's the best drummer in the world. So he inspired me, and I admired what he has done for the music of ska, and I decided I want to play the drums.
Okay. Now, it was at the age of 15 that you really picked up the
Yeah,
drums?
I started at 14. The first song I
14.
played when I was 14 is It's a song called Night Doctor, produced by Ansel Collins. He's the one who took me to studio, but it came out as the Upsetters.
Okay.
It came out as the Upsetters. And then before I reached 15 now, I'm going on 15, I played on Double Barrel, which was a million seller with Dave and Nancy Collins. Went to number
Mm.
one in England and number 22 in America in the 70s, yeah, early 70s.
This is like when they say, Prince, a child prodigy, basically at
Yeah,
16,
yeah,
17, producing. This is
yeah.
he's doing it even younger.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
Yeah, so
incredible.
Ansel Collins and people like Light Parks were the one who kind of tutor me,
Okay.
and keep me intact, So from there on, I just keep on going with being around these people. I don't think I could do any wrong.
So you never got formal training. You would say that just being around these prolific
Yeah,
musicians,
yeah. I
producers.
never get no formal training. I didn't go to the music school or anything. Just listen to the music while going to school. And my friend and I, Willie Williams, used to be in the same class, and we used to fool around. When we get free period, we'd bang at the desk and sing song. And that's how Ken Booth came to our school and performed for one
Wow.
summer when we were going on summer holiday.
Yes.
And he had a song called Puppet on the String was very big. The Gilliard's band came there, and I said to Willie, "This is it, man, music." So
Right.
I want to big up the great Ken Booth,
Yes,
for
every
helping
time.
us make up our mind where we want what we want to do.
Awesome, awesome. Now, in
Yeah,
1972, you had met a young man by the name of Robbie Shakespeare, and he was the bass guitarist for the Hippie Boys at that time. Is that
yeah.
correct?
Robbie was bass guitar before I met Robbie. It was myself and on Live Parks used to play bass, and then it was Ranchi myself we joined together. And we used to play in a band called Skin, Flesh and Bones.
Okay.
And then Robbie used to play in a band he used to play at a club called Evil People on the same road in Kingston and Red Hills Road. So Robbie come over and listen to my band, I go over and listen to Robbie band, and then I think Tauta of Inner Circle was the one who Tauta kind of said, "You should come over and listen to this drummer called Sly." And Robbie came over and listened. Then they booked some time with Bunny Lee, booked some studio time, and went in and did a session. And from there, then we did a couple sessions in Jamaica, Robbie and myself, and producing for the label Taxi, because it all started first with Ranchi, and then Ranchi didn't want to be a part of it anymore, and Robbie and myself picked it up, and then Robbie asked me to join him in Peter Tosh's band when Peter Tosh was going to be on his first solo tour, and I became a part of the Words on the Paul. Robbie and myself were like the first set of musicians who were invited to be a part of Peter band, and then Peter kind of introduced myself and Robbie to the international marketplace. That's the first time people are going to see us together. It
Right.
was playing with Peter Tosh. And from there on, we used to talk music in our room, what we want to do, and trying things and doing things. Taking it on the cutting edge, doing things. We don't care if it worked or don't. If it didn't work, we would try again. Let's keep on it until it worked. So that's what we did. But we believe in the music and realized it was a long road, so we decided to take that road.
Okay, so when you guys joined the Tosh band together, was it already a decided thing that you would stay together musically through your careers, or it
We,
was
we,
at
we,
that
we,
time it
we,
was just that band?
no, no, we were there musically all together because this is what made us so strong because we were there together. It just that wasn't like us playing in a band with a bass player. It was like we were like a partner,
Right.
and we kind of grew together. That's why we developed this kind of rhythm sensation and the groove by talking at nighttime, sharing a room those days, and talking about what we think we want to do. And even when we're not playing music, let's talk about what we think we should do and what can be done, and we go and try it. So it was that's not only playing in touches, man. To be together, we're not playing it. We are still together every day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Now you have developed some unique drum techniques that even people apparently when they first heard it, they say, no, that can't be a person. It's got to be an effect on it. So tell me about that drum pattern for the right
Well,
time.
the first time was what we did. I remember I was doing a session once, and I think somebody by the name of Armand Shinlaw, they came and said I should play like Santa. And I said, I can't play like Santa, you know. And it was Don said I should play like Santa. I said, but I did the session anyway. So I look at it and say, well, the only way out of this, we have to try and create a sound for ourselves and do some recording and play what we can play, what we want to play. So I asked Ernest from Channel One, the engineer, to give him some free time. So he gave us some time. So like myself, Doogie, Ansel, and Ranchi, each of us made a rhythm for ourselves. And then we kind of said, well, we need to give Ernest a rhythm. So I made that right time rhythm. So Ernest, this is your rhythm, you know. And he said, really? So then the right time the rhythm now was something my friend and I named Bobby used to walk and I think it's that kind of bass line and we used to play the drum pattern because I used to listen to a lot of James Brown, a lot of American soul. So I realized in James Brown the drum was like the powerhouse for James
Yeah.
Brown. So I wanted to bring that instinct into reggae. And then James Brown would say, give the drummer some the place to get excited. So we said, how can we get reggae to be a standalone thing with the drum and everything like that? So when we came to Channel One now, we tried to experiment with rhythm. So I played, nobody knew what I was going to play. I played that. And Ernest, Jojo came in even and heard it and said, wow, this is nice. I liked it. And I came back there the Sunday following and I heard Diamond sing, when the right time come. I said, wow, this is big. And he came out and it was a big hit. And then everybody was saying, oh, no, it's not the drummer playing. It's like trick on the board, like a delay thing they use it. So a lot of people used to come up sometime from downtown to watch me and see if I'm playing it for real. And if the trick on the game, I said, no, he's playing it for real. So it started going around that what I'm doing is not no trick from the board. And then Jojo and Channel kind of give up the freedom to create. So Ernest and myself who worked on the drum song for Channel One, we started taking it serious and started working on patterns and things like that for the music. And then Jojo would say, we're not gonna cut until Sly find a beat that he wants to put behind his tune. So but Channel One took the drum very serious and they kinda helped me to launch myself as who I am today, trying to be who I am today, you know?
Amazing, amazing, amazing story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now so many are copying or have copied your style. You know?
Well, it's there for them to play, you know. Sometimes I don't know where I get the style from. It just happen, you know. So I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to just figure out where I got it from, but it all depends on the song that I'm playing and the melody and everything. And I'd work out the beat to match whatever the singer is singing.
Right, right.
Phenomenal. And as a master collaborator, having worked with Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones,
Yeah.
no doubt, countless others, Grace Jones, what is
Bob
the
Dylan,
key? Bob Dylan, what's the key to collaboration?
Joe Cocker,
See there?
Yeah, yeah,
Gwen
man.
Guthrie,
Hey,
Simple Red.
yeah.
Many of the members of Simple Red, a lot of them. Sometimes I can't remember. Nora, what's her name? She's singing Patti LaBelle in the Bluebells.
Nora
A
Jones,
lot of Nora Hendricks,
Hendrix.
Carlos Simon, a lot of them. A lot of people work with, you know. Garland Jeffries in the early days, he was on the first one we played for. And a lot of people, some I can't remember sometimes, a lot, a lot.
Within the music industry, if there's anything they know about reggae music, it's got to be Bob Marley and Sly and Robbie.
I don't think, well, when you say Bob Marley, I can't believe that, but, you know, we came when it was already developed, you know, and the pattern was set, the template was set, so we like growing up listening to Bob Marley and which I like very much the Wailers and listen to other drummers like Phil Calenda, Carlton Barrett, who used to play for Wailers, and Mikey Boo and Bonnie Williams, all these great Paul Douglas from Toots and the Maytals. We have produced some really great drummers. Joe Isaacs, he's played Studio One and things like that, Arse Mode. So when I came in and these drummers were so good, I don't think there was a place for me. So I had to find my place. So I used to listen to a lot of African music, you know,
Okay.
and see the African just dancing to drums and singing. And I said, wow, so for real it can work. So I try and working on some beats which I think people could dance to, just without dancing to the beat of the drum by itself. So as I say, go back to James Brown when he would get funky. and the drummers get funky and the place will go wild when they get funky. So I kind of apply the same application to reggae to see if it will work, and it worked. And if you look at a song like Freddie McKay, I Need a Big Hill Boost, the festival song, you could hear me playing that kind of thing, and then people ask me, "Oh, I came up with a pattern," and I said, "Well, Jojo say he wants to win, so I just say play that," and I just play that, and it came true and it won. So it's just a thinking all the time. Robbie and myself we think of the drum and the bass as standalone unit. So when you take out the rhythm section, the bass and the drums should stand up in your face same way. So that's how I really play. I play to get that attacking pattern that it could be a standalone unit. Just like James wants to give it some of them and then it get funky and the place go wild.
Right.
So when you say dub wise, for us and me and Robbie's playing, we just change the rhythm and the whole thing kind of explode and take a different avenue. And then we come back into the song. So kind of get those ideas from James Brown to make the song really groovy and
Yeah.
taking it to the next level. And they say, want to take you higher, we take you higher.
Yeah. 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 I
Yeah,
love it. I
yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah, baby, higher, higher.
Awesome. Le-
What about your work on the many albums of Black Uhuru, and how did it feel winning
Oh,
that Grammy?
well, I don't know, Black Uhuru really, they was the one who kind of set another tone for us because I know Michael Rose from me was very young. Michael Rose's brother and I were good friends, and I was trying to introduce his brother to produce him, Michael, but he died in a crash. So Michael came to check me and told me that his brother died. So I said, well, I'm at Channel One. If you need to check me, you can check me down here. So I started checking me, and I was trying to record some one and two songs by him solo. And then he mentioned this friend of his called Ducky that he was as a group, Black Hole, and he said if you can bring him down. I said no problem, bring him on. Let's see what we have to offer. So we kind of work out the sound, and then when we went on tour with Peter Tosh, we realized that the reggae was kind of light performing in those big arenas like 50,000 people, 100,000 people. We didn't have the energy and the power. So Robbie and myself was there wondering how can we get the power because the rock and roll people and like people like Santana were really slamming it. And we said we have to get reggae on this platform. We have to change something. So when we came back from tour, Black Roll was the first experiment. And if you listen to the song like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and all, like you could hear a different change of sound in the reggae. So this is where it started happening. So we started looking up making a reggae that could go in this big arena and really stand up to the rock and roll stuff. And then after that, we started playing Peter Truss's song like that. But Black Hole was the main group that really launched that kind of rock reggae kind of sound that could go in the arena and play. And we proved it because we opened for the Stones and we did 6 shows with the Police and we played for what's the name again? This group that sing Ba-dap, dap, 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 well, I can't remember the name, but we opened for them and we did a lot of these um, festivals and things like that. And but our attitude was coming from a movie that we had watched called Woodstock.
Okay.
Remember Woodstock? Yeah,
Yeah.
that performance with
Yeah.
Sly and the Family Stones, Santana, and all these people. So we kind of took that element and bring it to reggae and said, this is the way we're going to do it, because we're going live and we kind of simply lay back and play. We have to put some aggressiveness in it. So
Right.
Robbie and myself really worked on that end with the drum and bass and developed that era. And this is why I play it like that.
Awesome. So what new music are you working on? What can we expect from
Well,
you?
well, I heard, I was listening to what you're playing a ska from Hawaii.
Yes.
Yeah, and our next single, first single since Robbie has died, is about to come out now, and it's a ska,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
and
good.
it's called Freedom,
Freedom.
and Freedom, yeah, and it has Sharon doing the hook and vocal Freedom, and then there's Robbie Lane playing the melody, and Charlie Organ and harmonica, and Melvin Williams and xylophone, and Sticky Thompson there doing his percussion thing, and we use a sample from one of those scallops. So, but it's
Okay.
awesome. Pity you don't have a copy to play on the show, but maybe
Joe,
probably
Hey.
could
you
check
can
Ricky
send
and
that
probably could
over
get
to
one
us.
from
Yes.
Rory. Yeah, I could send it to you if you send your email to me, I could send it to you. As we come off here, I could send it to you right now. No, you could blast it. But it's
Oh,
really, really
definitely,
sounding.
An
definitely.
honor.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
will be an esteemed honor and privilege. We'll make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
it
man.
on. Yeah.
So we're not already playing the ska. I say, I wonder if, you were thinking like I was thinking, are you going to surprise me with something and play the record? I said, maybe we just, well, I said,
Uh,
wow, like we're on the right channel on the right track. So I really want to send it to you and let you have a listen for it.
all
It's a
right.
new single, the first single that came out since Robbie died. And
Rest in
so this
peace
is
to the
not out, they're
legendary.
not out yet. It's about to go to like a pre. I sent it to like DJs
Okay.
before. We can give you the, so I can send it to you. Once I get your email address, right, I can send it to you as we finish speaking.
All right. We'll make sure that happens. All right, Richard. We'll make sure that
Yeah.
happens. Well, give thanks, Mr. Dunbar. So, if people wanted to find out more about you, get in contact with you, book you for production, or just get in contact, how do they do that?
Well, they could go on, use my email address, go on YouTube or whatever, send anything they want to send. I get the message or whatever. See, I'm not I know I'm on social media, but I don't I don't remember my name on the social media because I'm so busy making music, so I don't worry about that. I know that they will find me. You just ask
Yeah.
somebody, say you can get in touch with Sly for me. They'll find me.
All right. Good stuff. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing this time with us in your busy schedule. I know things are
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
little over there in Jamaica, but thank you so much. We will definitely
Yeah.
be debuting your new single, our pre-release
Yeah,
exclusive
pre-release, man.
for
Just send it right.
for
I send it to you
Island
next
Heat.
minute.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
if it's on the way, if we get it before the show, it's going live tonight. Lady Lalabella,
You bet. And it was a pleasure
Yeah, man. I
chatting
send
with
it
you,
to you,
Mr.
man.
Dunbar.
Yeah, and
thank you
thanks
so
for
much
taking the
again.
time out to do this interview with me. And I really appreciate it. Very
Oh,
good.
we appreciate you. Have a great evening, sir.
Because I know you're busy people. You have a lot of people to see, things to do, and things like that. So I want to say enough respect.
Give thanks.
First
Give
out
thanks.
Connor. Okay.
Yeah, so send me the email address right now. I'll send it to
Will
you.
do. He
Immediately.
just sent it to you. He just
Yeah.
sent it to your phone.
You bet.
Okay.
All right. Give
All right.
thanks.
Good evening.
Ladies and
Yeah, okay,
gentlemen, the
welcome.
man, the legend
The one,
himself,
the only Sly Dunbar.
Sly Dunbar,
on
y'all.
ASF Radio. Amazing.
I gotta
Phenomenal.
just give him a round of applause. I mean, so much.
And he's still pushing
Of
them out.
reggae music.
Nothing is stopping him. He's continuously producing and creating great music.
And we're gonna have a exclusive for you guys in just a few. All right, we gonna let the internet do what it do. All right, it's on the way.
So stay tuned.